morning everyone, hope you're all okay. Right, I'm coming on today to show you some ATCs that I've been making this past couple of days. Right, this is the first one. I mentioned the other day that I have a load of, I'll show you for anybody that's not seen, I have this book with all sort of blank bases, if you like, and these have been lurking around for years. So I thought it's time to get them sorted out. So this is a Halloween one. I had my grandson here the other day. He's home from university and he came over to see me, so he helped me pick the words. Nice girl simplified. This one, the background is, looking at it, it was when I did a couple of years ago, or probably 3 or 4 years ago, when everybody was doing the shaving foam technique, where you put paint on the top of shaving foam and then put your paper on it, and that looks as though that's that background. And then I'd used a piece of my doodle belt border, a piece of this trim that lovely friend Penny gave me 2, 3, 4 years ago, and then this piece here is a piece of this that I picked up from, oh, I can't remember, Boys I think it was, and it was in the sale. So that's that, and I've actually done cards, and that's one of them. I did that a long time ago. Yeah, it is. I can see the marble in there. I'd used the same paper. So that's that one, and then this little piece is, just a minute, oh, I'm not organised, I'm sorry, is hang in there. When Pound Stretcher was closing down, I got this. They were dirt cheap. There were pumpkins and skulls. So that I just cut one of those off, and then she had to have a little fascinator in her hair. In her hair? On her skull. So that's that one. And then this one's pretty much the same, just with the pumpkin. Pumpkin had to have little feathers, wings. And these are little enamel dots that I made a few years ago, where you put your like pony beads in the oven. I can't remember whether I did no, I don't think I did a tutorial. But if you just look up make your own enamel dots, there'll be videos to show you how to do that. And again, a piece of my border, Free to Fly, that's that one. Right, then there's these 3 that are pretty much the same, well, they are the same. Now the backgrounds for these is washi tape that or washi style tape that I'd attempted to make a few years ago. I'd seen somebody, I don't think it was the washi tape video that I watched, but it was about using straws to store your homemade washi tape on. I have no idea who it was, can't remember, but I thought, oh, that's a good idea. So I tried to make some washi tape, and I'd used, I think it was the distress inks or something, and I put it round the straws, and I was never very happy with it, and I thought I can't throw them out, so they just got put in the naughty drawer for several years. And then last year I thought, right, what can we do with that? So I think this is playing cards. Yeah, it is. I've not done anything to the backs of them yet. So I took these straws with the homemade washi on up the garden, as you do in the summer, and stuck it all onto playing cards, and then that's as far as they got until the other day. Well, I did actually do some a few weeks ago using that same background. So I went over it again with some Mod Podge, and then this piece, because I'm desperately trying to use stuff up, because that's what we've got it for, isn't it? I've got some of this trim, sticky back trim. I don't know who gifted me it, but again, I must have had this 5 years. So thank you very much, and if you can remember, just pop your name in the bottom. And I've never used it, so I've just stuck some of that down. So it's just peels off, look. Peely, peely, peels off. And then it leaves all those little bits, but we'll come to that in a minute. And then I just put allow for delays because they were started off 3 or 4 years ago. And that's just the way my wacky brain works. And then these flowers are, again, I must have done these. I don't think it was last year. It might have been last year, but I bet it was the year before. This was a stamp from, free stamp from Craft Stamper magazine. And I'd gone through a spell of, I mean, I did hundreds of them, and this is all I've got left now. I just embossed them, used my embossing ink, then fussy cut them out. I love doing those, and I'd just done it on, oh, I don't know whether it's on painty paper or whether I coloured them in afterwards. I can't quite remember. But yeah, I love those. So that was then, again, my little enamel dots. Oh, and then this one, I did this one before, those 3. I'd got some of these little inches left that I showed you the other day, an inchy and a 3/4 inchy that I'd done, again, years ago. And put, I think this is the UT, ultra thick embossing enamel. That was that one, again with that. Right, these ones were next. These were, right, we'll start with these ones. Put backs on them. Again, all of these cards, the backgrounds had been made 3 or 4 years. So these had been through an embossing folder. And then I'd painted on top of it and put the rubby stuff on. And then I don't know whether you can see or not, but this is the leftover bit from that, because it had still got all sticky bits on. Well, that bit hasn't got so many sticky bits on. Oh yes, it has. And I've gone over it again with the, I want to say rub and buff, I can never remember the name. Inca Gold, that's it. So I just stuck that on there. Went over it with a bit more of the Inca Gold, and then this is, some of you will remember earlier this year me making these. This is what I've got left of them now. There's little like chipboard pieces that I'd done with the Pebeo paints. They still got quite a high smell actually. And I've done them 2-sided. I don't know why I always like to do things 2-sided, but right, we'll get some of those used up. So there's that one, and say that one was just an embossing folder. This one is texture paste, I believe, looking at it. I've just gone over the top with the Inca Gold. Oh, you can see that tape better there. Yeah, so I was quite pleased with that. Stuck that down with Mod Podge. Another one of the discs. And that one, again, the texture paste. So yay for me, using stuff up at long last. It's about blooming time. Oh, and then there's 2 more. Oh, I've got stuff all over the place here. There's this one. This hasn't got a back on it at all. That was a plain card. But I'm not having these for my altered playing card thing because they're not from the same pack. So they're just ATCs. embossing folder, and then this, a lot of you will recognise, they're both the same, different embossing folder from when I was doing the foam pieces. I'll leave the link for anybody, somebody's bound to ask that if you've not seen it, where you heat kids craft foam up. This one happens to be sticky backed. Heat the foam up and then press something in it to make a pattern, and then go over it with Inca Gold or some sort of paint. That's that. Thought I would use some of those on there, and I actually really love those. I'm like, really? They've taken me, all these have taken me all these years to be able to decide what I want to put on them. Oh, I did just back these onto a little bit of black card. I don't know whether you can see that. The lighting is terrible in here again. I just love those. Well, I love all of them actually. Oh, what else have we got? Oh my god, I'm on 11 minutes. Right, and this one, some of these have already got craft card on the back. This one again, background had been done years ago, and this was, looks as though it was the gritty texture paste with pink paint on. And then I think I've only got a couple of these left now. Yeah, I have one green one and one little brown one. Yeah, just put those on, and Aspire to Inspire, went round the edge with the just some gold paint, copper paint. That one's pretty much the same. Let It Be. That one, I think that was, it feels really hard, polyfiller. I'd painted over, and the background just looks like painty paper. Oh, it looks as though I've used sprays. I can't remember because it's that long ago. And again, two of the little things. Oh, I'm just so happy. I've just been saying to Mr. Doodle that, you know, I don't know what's going on with my brain, but something's telling me that, hey, actually, you should be using all this stuff. And I just can't stop creating at the minute. So I'm having to make the most of it while the old mojo is in residence. Because as we all know, Mother Mojo can just suddenly fly off and leave us with nothing in the creative mind. Oh, and that one, I showed you that the other day, I think. Yes, I did. That was Yupo paper on the background. Try new things, because I love to try new things. And this is my trouble. I love to try all new things. And then, well, as this shows, I can't just do one or two. I have to do loads and loads. And I just have so much stuff, like I've got great big sheets of painty papers and my tea bag papers, and it's just mental. So next year I'm going to start just doing more and more and more. And I'd like to open my Etsy shop up again, but I shan't be somebody that keeps coming on and saying, oh, I've done this for my Etsy, I've done this, because that isn't me. I know people do it because, you know, they try and grow their business, etc., but that isn't me. When I do start it up, I will, you know, tell you, and, you know, leave the link, and I will probably leave a link every week or every video to my store, but I won't be coming on with, you know, and saying, oh, this is in, just not my style, not for me. But, right, so thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you soon. Take care and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Bye.